Hey everybody, it's the WoW Collector. It's been forever since I've shot a YouTube video or streamed on Twitch for that matter, but I wanted to put something together. A guild member of mine asked for this. I thought it might be kind of helpful. This is a way I power level my characters when I'm on a new server. It definitely helps to have a level 60. If not, that should be your first focus. I like to use the hunter in this situation. So we're going to be using 3 accounts. We're going to be farming XP through island expeditions, and I'll show you how I set this up. So here is my Magar orc hunter I just made. His transmog sucks, so just forgive him for now. But let's go ahead and launch my other 2 accounts. So my first account is WoW 5. When they had an expansion that gave us free boosts, and they were like on sale for $20, I bought a couple and just used those tokens elsewhere. They've since changed their policy now, where it's like when you get a boost, it has to stay on that license. So that kind of was crummy, but so I don't have to drop down all these settings. It just makes it a little easier for me. So one thing I learned too is if I change it on this account, right? If I hop into the world, it then saves that settings on my actual profile. So when I open my next account, it will load with these same settings. So that kind of makes it easy. I do 4-box a lot, go after old armor sets and things like that. So it's just little things you can pick up on. But the idea behind this is to maximize how much leveling you can do without having to click and move around and hunt and loot and find quest givers and all that. For me, this works a lot because I can level 2 at the same time. Some disadvantages obviously are you don't get the gold from quests or looting or so on and so forth, and your gear sucks when you're at level 50. And yes, I make all my tunes level 50 on this. All these accounts have one of each class level 50 on Alliance, so I'm doing it on Horde as well. So one of the things you want to notice here is this character right here. If your Alliance, it's the same thing. Right next to the command board, there's going to be an individual here with a exclamation point. So when you first start this, you want to bring your character to the capital city, click that, and that's going to start you in BFA. That allows them to work in islands. So then all I have to do is invite these tunes. So what we're doing first is we're making our Alliance Expedition party. So we have three characters. Now, if I were to take, if this guy was the same level, let's say he was 22 like they were, right? We could go in, we could kill island expeditions, we could loot everything, but the killing of mobs isn't that great in an island. So what we're actually going for is the dungeon completion experience. So it's about 70% per level up until a certain amount. When you hit like 30, you have to do like 2 or 3 islands. But the other thing is with island expeditions, there's so many things to collect. Like I'm only at 50%, and I've leveled at least 30 tunes this way. So I mean that's a lot of doubloons I've been earning, and I still barely have half of what you need. So there's a lot to collect, obviously. Most of it's gear. Most of it I could probably find the auction house pretty cheap now. But at the same time, it's killing a lot of birds with one stone. It's leveling them, it's working on island expedition achievements, and it's working on collecting these treasure chests. So, like in an island expedition, you get doubloons, and there's 2 vendors we have here. We have this guy who sells chests, and we want to use the chests. The chests give us things that we're missing. The second thing is this person right here. Now I have all these things. There are different things you can pick up. These are quests, obviously. These are transmog. Then you have pets and you have mounts. I have all these, thankfully. I've earned. So technically, we're just trying to earn these. So, and they change week to week based on what islands are here. So, let's get this started. So, let's get queued up. We're at the queue station. Now, you can solo queue for these now, but that defeats the purpose of, farming experience. So we enter, enter, enter. Now I have in the past tried having the carry tunes follow my main tune around, but they don't get experience for that. So it's better just to leave them here in the safety of the boat and just run out and do your thing. Now, if you want to power level somebody else, they can definitely follow you around and then loot everything. So the way this works is kill everything you see, loot the treasures, and mine the ore. Back in the days, people used to like do this huge big pool, round everything up. What I found was fastest with a Beastmaster Hunter is attack things, send my pet in, and then loot the stuff while a pet's killing things. For me, I can get this done in about 5 to 8 minutes, depending on the setup and depending on how like focused I am. But I mean, it's not bad. But see how they just keep moving along. Try to go after the rares more than anything. I mean, you want to kill almost everything you can, but at the same time, prioritize. But see, I can at least get the mining here, and then while the pets are finishing everything off. We'll pull this guy. Does he have everything saved there? Okay. And it's a really good talent to take. I'm gonna go kind of slow with this, but Trailblazer. If you haven't attacked anything for 3 seconds, you move 30% faster. It's obviously like an ideal thing for something like this. That way it avoids having to mount up. Now druids would be nice too, obviously, but so these guys are just hanging out here. Not gonna move them at all. They also don't get XP. So the big ore I got right there, they're kind of weird. Like you have to get almost too close to those. That's a little weird, but I'm going pretty slow here, and I'm almost 1/6 of the way done. So I mean, it's very casual. So again, you just get some anima. You can mail it on the same server to different factions. It's great. Your character can be 216, 211 like my guy is. I just think I'm missing a ring somewhere. Or a necklace, sorry. I just don't know which necklace I'm missing. Also on the ground, what you want to look for is you want to look for doubloons just laying there. Obviously those will add to your coffers. I think the most I found was I found 3 in one run. They're just laying on the ground individually, but I mean again, that's just more stuff you get to buy, you know, and ultimately that's what the point of this is I'm leveling and farming island expeditions rather than farming island expeditions and having to level separately. It just makes things a lot easier for me. And if you use your barb shot, they will do their cleave, your pets, which just kills everything. But I mean, this little section, I'm almost a third of the way done with the whole thing. Pet likes to jump on treasures too. So, I mean, I hope this is kind of explanatory for how I level, but I power level all my new tunes to this. I don't even mess around. Because for me, I think it's easier to go back through the old zones at a higher level and then just farm through everything. I saw this. I'm also like probably don't have the most expedient routes in this place. I mean, I'm sure I could be doing a lot better in terms of direction and flow. So like if somebody was paying me for boosting services, you know, to level their characters, I mean, it wouldn't be the fastest thing, obviously, but I mean, you'd get a good amount done. Hey, we found a doubloon. Yay, let's go. So right there, you can see it on the screen. Sorry I don't have it full screen, but it's easier for everybody to see like my actual like, you know, setup and whatnot. But picked up a doubloon, so that just goes straight to your currency. It's not like a bag or anything like that. So yes, the pet could probably kill a little bit faster, but if I'm able to mine at the same time, I feel like that's a win-win. Alright, so let's start making our way back there. Alright, so we're coming up on halfway. So around the 2600 mark, or if you do it faster, that's when the other faction will make their way to the island. So what you want to do at that point is make sure you have a pretty good lead. Also, there's quests to pick up. Sometimes you might need them, sometimes you don't, but they give 300 Azurite, I want to say. I almost said Anima. I think I got to get him out of here. There we go. Some you have to find like an item on the ground. Others you just let the dude out. Like that right there. And he gives us the Anima. Or Azurite. Now I got myself confused. See, like right there, it was orange, but it says I was out of range. Like it's with these big nodes, sometimes it's a little off. So just kind of keep that in mind. Mooklai. That's cool. I need to get the Killian, I think they're called. Quillen. The Mist of Pandaria Stone Dogs. That's what I need. The heck is that thing? Oh, there's another dude. Okay. Pickaxe. So I saved 2 people. That's interesting. Alright, awesome. So now you could go hunt down, like in this case, the Alliance if you wanted to. But, I mean... Now with Heroic and Mythic Islands, if you're not familiar with those, both factions start at the same time. So you're literally racing. So, I mean, as you can see, I have a pretty substantial lead. Even if I just messed around and just, explored the island, it wouldn't be that big of a thing. Also, like, the AI controlled characters do some really odd things too. Like, they go after very certain objectives. The Azurite extractor, the mech with 4 legs, they tend to go after that a lot. So I'm at the like 5-minute mark right now. I mean, it didn't keep like a rigid, you know, um, time on this, but I thought I started about 5 minutes ago. So we're at the home stretch here. 1,056 left. It's funny, I tend to mount up when I shouldn't, and I don't mount when I should. Like that was just so close I could have just ran, but get them on him, and then mine it. Mining takes 4 seconds on like the bigger ones. He interrupted me. Dang it. See, that's why it'd be good to have like a level of friend in one of your ults, because they could come behind you and do all this and you could keep pushing forward. Which makes me think I could cut this time down in half. Like 3 minutes for 70% of a level's pretty dang good. Now, as you get higher, it does take a little bit more. Obviously, more completed islands, but these characters are almost at a level as you can see. Let me show you real fast. He's almost at 23. So I'll give you a good sense of like actually like how much you can get. But I mean, I don't know. For me, it just kind of works. It's a simple way to level characters. I don't have to think that much. And I noticed like with multi-boxing a lot, like when they made the change from being able to input on multiple screens, one of the things that became really difficult was uh, quests that had you loot items. Like for instance, 8 boar livers or whatever it was. Hey, we won. There we go. So I did pick up pet Captain Nibs. Who do I have of Mr. Nibs? I have 3. Okay. Yeah, and also too, if you're on my server and you need some pets, let me know. I do have a ton. Hey, I got that weapon again. All right, cool. So this guy was at the brink of level 22, and he's percentage wise, what's that? 20, 40, almost halfway to a level. That's not bad for 5-6 minutes. So I am curious what people think, if this will help them out at all. I mean, it is conducive on having 3 accounts, or having a main. You can even do this with 2 accounts and then just bring a friend. Have someone just toss a low level tune in and they can leech the experience as well. This guy, he level up too? Let me see. Yeah, he did. He reached level 2. Okay. So yeah, it's about half right now. which is still pretty dang good. So everybody, I hope this was somewhat informational. I will be editing a lot of this video. I've been trying desperately to fix my audio. I'm not going to get a mic, I don't think. So I'm just going to be using my headset. So if it's not amazing, I apologize. But until next time, I'm going to do a video I think soon about my UI as well. The UI on this tune. It's pretty standard, but it does have a few caveats that kind of make life a little easier. Like I'll show my cast bar real fast. See, cool cast bar, cool looking targets, all that stuff. So, stay tuned. Appreciate everybody watching. Have a blessed day and be safe. Thank you and take care.